Unlike when you're trying to hit it down the ground for 4 or 6, where you'll likely get 1 or 2. If you miss it entirely, you're going to end up with a dot ball. So 8 from 3 deliveries. Manly can find another dot ball. It's back to advantage the Reds.
Yet again, ebbing and flowing this game. Georgeson continuing to go down this route, but Manly's had enough of him trying that. Third man has gone back mid-wicket up into the ring. Is that a wise call? Georgeson's hit many shots through that mid-wicket zone.
Yeah, I think every ball is going to be an event here. Every single delivery is going to be poured over by PJ Moore, by Josh Manley. Big change in the field. Deep mid-wicket is going to go back. Deep square leg is going to come up, and the third man is going to go back, trying to cut off that late cut or ramp from Georgeson. He's going to look to ramp it the other way. And just like I said a ball ago, it's risk-reward, because the 2 boundaries have now been counterfeited by the 2 dots. It's advantage to the Munster Reds now again. Remember, it would be a first ever victory in their first season in this IP50. Big moments here.
Yeah, massive moments. Georgeson, you feel, has to get another boundary in this next 2 deliveries. You've got to make it so that you're chasing 15 or 16 off that last over.
Hit into the sky. Is this going to be a chance? The fielder nestles underneath it. It's Jack Carty, I think, and he takes it. Huge celebrations for the Munster Reds. You said if Georgeson was there at the end, it would have been the innings of a lifetime. That it would have been. 128 he's made, but he's perished with the finish line in sight. And perhaps with that wicket also goes the game. There was huge pressure on that catch. He made it look very simple indeed. Jack Carty, well held on to. And it really is no surprise. Once again, it's Josh Manley with the breakthrough for the Munster Reds.
Yeah, he's kept his nerve, Manley. His 3rd wicket, and a brilliant one at that. But what an innings from Georgeson. Absolutely stunning innings. He'll feel a little bit hard done by that he's not on a winning team tonight. 128 from 118 deliveries. He looked like he was almost going to steer the Knights home there when he hit those back-to-back boundaries.
That's if he's not on a winning team tonight. He could well still be. 21 to win off 7. Remember, Ross Adair, a real power hitter. Everyone who knows NCU cricket knows the potential with the bat for match it as well. He's certainly known as a man who can clear the ropes. It's going to be a very tall task. You'd have to think this is going to need to go for 4 or 6. The alternative option will be for Adair to take the single. In the dream world, he'd get a 3 and keep the strike. So we're going to be down to that final hand, which is surely going to be bowled by Fionn Hand. 21 to win off 7. And a big swing and a miss. That gives Fionn Hand an awful lot to work with. As you said, the penultimate over the innings can often be even more important than the final one. And it's proved to be the case. Another brilliant day for Josh Manley with the ball. 3 for 51 for him, including the big wicket of Georgeson. It's 20 to win, 20 to tie, 21 to win off the final over. It's the tale of the innings so far for the Northern Knights. Just a few reflections perhaps from some of those batsmen who didn't quite support Luke Georgeson in the way that he needed. What a knock it was. 128 from 118 deliveries, going past 125 from Murray Cummins. Before today, neither the Munster Reds nor the Northern Knights had ever made a century, an individual century that is. And today, that record is broken by both of them. Second highest score, in fact, in the history of the IP 50. Only Simi Singh is better with 136. Here we go, Fionn Hand with the final over, 21 to win. Match it on strike, and he's going to start by steering it behind square on the offside, and if the outfield is true as it's been all day, it's going to run away for 4. That gives the Knights hope. 17 to win off 5 now.
Yeah, well, John Matchett's coming in here at number 10 for the Northern Knights, regularly an opener. He is an excellent batter. He's just shown that first delivery, just gliding it off the face. He's keeping them in with a sniff here. 17.05. Excellent start from Matches. Really good, clever cricket.
Sixes are the key, though. You must clear the ropes. Gets that powerfully into the leg side. Splits the two fielders. I don't think Rossadair wants the second. I think he wants this challenge. Rossadair is saying, for him, it's 2 6s and a 4. That's the way he's going to be thinking now. 4 4s, of course, will do the job as well. Form of his life, Rossadair. Brilliant bowling, though, right into the block hole. They're going to have to try and get back for 2. They won't be able to. Great stuff from Fionn Hand. They talked about him being a cult hero. He's going to be a cult hero if he can pull this off today. Doesn't matter what his figures are. Bowls those dirty overs, those tough overs I was referring to earlier.
He does indeed. He's really done very well there after going for a boundary off his first ball.
Right into the block hole again and steered behind square in the offside. Going to be work to do for PJ MUR. Rossadair will surely come back for 3. He'll take the risk. He will get back for 3. And that's going to leave it with the most simple of conundrums. Rossadair is going to need to smash 2 mighty 6s. If he doesn't, as long as Fionn Hand keeps his foot behind the line, doesn't bowl a no-ball or a wide, the game is going to be the Reds and a maiden victory in the IP50 for them. Yeah, that's real nerves of steel. Fionn Handy won't celebrate just yet. You'll see celebrations in a delivery's time because the game is done. Keep your foot behind the line, Fionn, and the Reds will be victors for the first time. There it is, what a final over. He's nailed the block hole almost every single time, and it's exactly what the Munster Reds deserve. They were the better side today. I think they've outplayed the Knights in all 3 formats, with bat, ball and in the field. An outstanding team performance that sums up their attitude and their fight this season. They're going to take a maiden IP50 victory, and look at how much it means to them. Magnificent stuff from the men in red.
Yeah, and it means an awful lot to the support staff as well here. It means an awful lot for Munster cricket and for interprovincial cricket in general here in Ireland. The Munster Reds, they were hungry today. They batted superbly. It's brilliant from Carty and Cummins this morning to get them up to a score of 309, and they've defended it heartily. It was a tough wicket to defend on, tough place to defend on. It's a good batting deck, but they've just about come out on top. Credit where it's due to Luke Georgeson. What an innings for the Northern Knights. 128 for himself, but unfortunately for him, it was on a losing cause.
Yeah, that century is going to be in vain from the man from New Zealand, Georgeson. Outstanding knock. But he's been trumped by an innings of equal quality. That innings from Murray Cummins, the 2 southpaws, and in fact that 3rd outstanding innings of the day coming from a left-hander as well, Jack Carty. 97 for him. But what an impressive win from the Munster Reds. They have shown they are not just here to make up the numbers this season or for any season going forward into the future. They've had plenty of wins in the IP20 before this season, and a couple this year as well, over both the Northwest Warriors and the Leinster Lightning. But today they've rounded out the full card of victories by taking a magnificent win over the Northern Knights. It's the only way to put it. They were outstanding, and they deserved that win by 9 runs.
They did indeed. As you can have a look at your summary there, the Munster Reds have been absolutely superb today, led by such brilliant batting this morning. Having won the toss, electing to bat, PJ MUR thought that the pitch may, if anything, deteriorate throughout the day. That it did not. It was a super deck for modern one-day cricket. Over 600 runs, 12 wickets. been glorious sunshine here in Stormont, and it's good to see around 100 people in, enjoying the cricket, having a great day, and they'll go home having seen a lovely game of cricket coming out in the best terms with the Munster Reds coming out on top by 9 runs. Their first win in this IP50 format, just inducted into it this year, and I think I say on behalf of everyone in amongst cricket in Ireland that it's been a fantastic initiative to get Munster in. They've done well in the T20 competition in years gone by. They've done well in the T20 competition this year as well, getting 2 wins, 2 big wins at that, one against the Leinster Lightning just last weekend, and now getting that 50 over win over the line, which will give head coach Ted Williamson an awful lot of pride in his players that they've been able to do that. They've worked very hard for this moment. There'll be an awful lot of relief in that camp. There'll be an awful lot of joy in that camp this evening. But for now, I'm going to hand you over to Andrew Leonard, the man I've been commentating 100 overs today with, who's going to announce the player of the match.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew, and welcome not just to the player of the match presentation, but also the end of the IP50 presentation altogether. And what a game of cricket we've had to round out the season. The 12th and final match between the Northern Knights and the Munster Reds here at a sun-bathed Stormont. 609 runs.